Obviously, there's a lot of women, especially in a city like New York, that are like ambitious and probably more in their masculine energy.
Yeah.
How does that work with a masculine man?
You ever hear women in New York that can't find a man?
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
Even the most masculine man is more only attractive to the feminine.
Yeah.
You can both be successful and feminine.
But you have to be with a masculine man.
You can bring out a man's masculinity.
Well, he can bring out your femininity.
Exactly right.
I'm not a woman, but if I was a woman, I'm not opening my door. I'm not paying at a restaurant. I'm not choosing where to go eat. I'm not making the plans for the evening.
Never.
If I was a woman, I would demand that I be treated like a queen, to be honored, respected, cherished, and valued. I would demand it because my standards would be so high for my life that the only man that could possibly ever think of being with me is a man that is fully in his masculine.
Super masculine.
And that's when you stop attracting little boys and you start attracting real men.
Grown-ass
You
men.
decide that you're worth it.
Getting out of the car to open your door or to meet you at the door or to ring your doorbell when you could just walk downstairs. I am not opening your door. You're getting 4 letters, H-E-R-E. That means I'm here. That means come outside. And that means when we go, like whatever our plans are, we're gonna go do what our plans were set to do. I'm not getting out of the car to open your door or to meet you at the door or to ring your doorbell when you could just walk downstairs. Honestly, I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I personally believe, and this is just my personal perception of me and my friends and all the females that we have dealt with collectively, chivalry is on my head.
And another thing you have to understand is that modern women, they keep on trying to make men feel guilty about backing up, about not helping, about protecting themselves, staying to themselves. That's a form of protection. Well, how come a man won't protect me? How come a man won't provide? How come a man just going his own way? Because you've shown that man that you're a bona fide problem. You've shown that man that you're not safe to be around. You've shown that man that you can't keep your mouth closed, especially when it matters. And I'm not about to put myself in danger messing.
I will say your group did set my standard higher for how I'd like to be treated by men. But
Come on now. Pause right there and just start naming off all the things we did this weekend.
Yeah, first things first, the men didn't let the girls pay for anything, which was amazing. Not that that matters, but if a guy does that, that means a lot, especially considering you guys are just our friends. It's not like you guys are just trying to us and like all this stuff. Like, just, you're like, oh, yeah, for sure.
Damn it, they didn't. A Sunday we're like, so I spent $237 inside. Oh, meanwhile we have a guys group. It didn't work. Did me and Jimmy do anything that you noticed?
You took a lot of videos, which is a very nice thing to do. You made the memories for us. That Feels So Close video. Best video I've ever seen in my entire life.
Thank you. And then Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
Good vibes.
Nice.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
So many men have just been scorned and hard done by that the thought of actually treating a woman well is not even there. It's not even there. Like, come on, like, if a woman is showing interest in you, showing that she actually likes you, she's paying attention to you, like literally giving you what you need as a man that's trying to get with her, she's giving you the attention you deserve, she's actually, you know, engaging with you, showing that she likes you, she's not just there for what you can do for her. You guys never want to treat her nicely, no? Are fair men of today, because you guys are crazy. I'm telling you.
Modern women don't really know what they want, right? You want a man to take the lead in a relationship, but then you want him to also respect your independence. I'm independent, I don't need nobody. I want you to be decisive, but don't be so decisive that I can't be independent. You got to be so decisive that you got to know when I don't want to be independent. And you got to know when I want to step in and be independent. That's the type of man that I want. You got to know when I want to be told what to do versus when I don't want to be told what to do. And when I don't want to be told what to do, you just get out the way. Huh?
here is something guys won't admit out loud. We fear being vulnerable way more than we fear rejection. You swipe, you flirt, you go on dates, but the second it starts feeling real, you pull back, crack a joke, change the subject, or disappear. Rejection stings, but being truly seen, that feels dangerous. It's not random. Most of us learned early that being open got us hurt, laughed at, or rejected by family, friends, or the community members. So we built armor, funny, chill, low maintenance, always half in. We'd rather stay surface level and safe than risk someone seeing the messy, soft, or scared parts. And with endless options, it's easy to hide behind the next match. Shift it. Start small and safe with yourself first. Ask, what am I actually feeling right now? Then share one real thing with someone safe. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the only way real connection happens. Rejection is temporary. Staying closed off is permanent loneliness. You're allowed to be fully seen and still be wanted. That's where the good stuff starts.
And I venture to say that a lot more men would kind of move out of the realm of being afraid of rejection if there wasn't, as they perceive it, teeth behind the rejection. Be me. Man could walk up to you and say, "Oh man, I really like your energy. I really like your aura, man. You just something about you, man. You're just magnetic." What? I was just saying that, with the way that you act, seem like you're a fun time, seem like you're a good person to hang out with. I was trying to see if you would like to go out to dinner. Oh, and just say that. I was. That's what I was saying to you, stupid. Stop acting silly. Stop acting like a loser. Stop trying. And that's the point. A lot of these modern women are trying to be offended. They're trying to find ways to be. You said I was what? I just said you was pretty. That's all. That's literally all I said. I said you look good. I said I liked your shoes. That's it. Man, I really like that dress on you, man. That looks nice, man. That blue is your color. Huh? You looking a little bit too hard. I mean, you're standing in front of me in the grocery line. So yes, I see you. Are you okay? Stop talking.
Being able to lead a woman who is fully capable, who has opinions and does push back and does argue and disagrees, to be able to lead a woman like that gives you the confidence that you couldn't even believe. You get so much confidence because you're like, you don't even need me. You are fully capable to do this yourself, and you're putting trust in me because you see me as fully capable of leading somebody like you. You're the smartest person I've ever met, and you want me to lead you. That gives me so much confidence to be with a woman like that and to be able to take the reins and be like, don't worry, baby, I got it. Like a girl who's meek and quiet and just sits there and lets you lead and does whatever. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. But a woman that is fully capable and fully independent and says, I trust you to lead, that's like a whole other privilege, So
generation is so cooked. People are legitimately standing behind a statement that you have to accept infidelity to have a long-term relationship with somebody. Are you stupid? Listen to me, I would happily be single for the rest of my natural life than accept infidelity. Happily.
It's funny because modern women have this thing to where, say for instance, a man might, stop reciprocating, or he might kind of pull back. From the time that man starts pulling back to the time that she notices, it's going to be relatively quickly, unless she has somebody else. But when he pulls back, and give him about a week. Oh, you're not doing what you used to. I don't know if we're going to make it. Because if a man can't show up like this for me consistently, never mind that you've been showing up for her left and right. The moment you stop showing up, even after you told her, hey, I just feel like I'm not getting anything out of you, she's going to be upset. I don't know if you're the man that I expect you to be. But on the other side, it's been months since she's shown any type of reciprocation. It's been months since she's taken any initiative, since she's done anything for you. but you're supposed to be okay with that because I'm just a girl. And, well, that's not really how it's supposed to be. A man's supposed to lead, and, you're supposed to wait on me, and I'm just going through something. It's not all about you. You need to worry about somebody else, and you need to have empathy, and so on and so forth. Instead of just saying, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I haven't been showing up for you like you've been showing up for me. I'll do better.
Women who want men to share more, to open up. Don't interrupt him. When he pauses, count to 30. Most men will come in at about 18, unless you're asking about feelings. Could be 3 days. Don't ever ask a question that isn't worth waiting for the answer. Women start waiting for the answer. And lo and behold, men start talking, which is amazing. He's opening up. Then they have a new complaint. Well, I listened to him for an hour and a half, and then he didn't listen to me. Men show appreciation by take and use. They appreciate the listening because they're talking. They know they appreciate the sandwich because they ate it. Women show appreciation by direct reciprocity. I listened to you for 27 minutes. Now you listen to me for 27 minutes. And women are profoundly aware of this. The men will open up and then they'll complain, but they're not listening to me. Well, that's a whole other thing. Get listened to by a man. He's not going to do it in return. He's not built that way.
A guy has great music taste and a great sense of humor. You need to simply just assume that he got that from a girl that he fumbled. No. And then see it as a red flag. Run away.
And then you're making videos. Why can't I find a good man? A lot of men have wonderful taste in music, shows, whatnot, but a lot of women aren't receptive to any of it. You only like it if he likes the same thing as you. A guy could know of amazing bands and you won't even give it a chance. Most of the music I currently listen to was because a man told me about it. And they didn't get it from some woman they fumbled. Are men allowed to freely like stuff? And then to go to the extent and say, oh, if you find a man with stuff in common with you, he's a red flag, you should run away. Do you want a man that has stuff in common with you or not? Why can't you both like the same thing? And heck, maybe it's not a woman he felt, maybe he got it from his sister, you don't know. Just videos like this are just absolutely ridiculous. Men are always in these positions where they can't do anything right. If he likes the same music as you, he's wrong. If he likes different music from you, he's wrong.
And one of the things I don't think modern women understand, or they don't want to really give men credit for, is a man being competent. Right? And so they think the way they do things is the more competent way. And they'll sit up in your face and talk to you as if the stuff that you're doing is wrong. Like, God forbid, I don't need art and decoration and all this other stuff. I mean, it's nice to have, but I don't really need it in my apartment. That's not a need. Well, you don't have all these foods, this, and this in your apartment. It's just me. Why would I have a fridge full of stuff that I'm not going to eat? I have the food that I eat. Oh man, you got this, you got that. You only got ground beef and rice. Is there anything else I actually need? I mean, yeah, I can switch it up and find some other stuff. But there was one woman upset about trainers telling them what to eat and how to operate at a caloric deficit. Basically, as I think I remember it. They don't know women's bodies. What? So they say a lot of stupid stuff. They try to act like men aren't competent, when really it's just that he doesn't do it the way that you want him to do it. He doesn't allow you to get away with stuff that's not actually true. That's not actually true.
The way you can support a man is to give him the space to be one. The way that women who are strong do it is that they fight a man. So a guy he's dancing around like, I don't know where you want me to be. I don't know what you want me to do in your life. Do you want me to open the door? Is it an insult at this point? Lay out the stage for him to step up is what you gotta do. And then when he steps up, it'll be quite natural. When I walk up to a stage, if a man offers me his hand, I take it always. Why do you think I do that? Do you watch me do that and go, oh my God, she's not a real leader. She should definitely be able to get upstairs by herself. Of course I can get up the stairs, you guys. Why is it? Why do I take their hand? It's because that's what I want from men. I want that type of behavior from men because that is a social positive behavior that pulls them into their health. It creates a healthy dynamic. That's why.
And a lot of these modern women, what they want, what their entitlement and their unrealistic standards is they want a man who's finished. They want a man who's stable, right? I want a successful man. But what do you offer? Well, I can offer you confusion. I can offer you an attitude. I can offer you having to work hard the rest of your life and then be happy about it. That's what I can argue. That's what I can offer you. I can offer you at the most inconvenient times for you that I have a headache. My stomach hurts. A rat is underneath my armpit and won't come out of. Just any excuse not to do what you've signed up and committed and promised to do. See, modern women don't really have a problem telling you and reminding you of the things that you promised. But when you say, okay, this is what you promised me. Yeah, but I'm not about to let myself be mishandled. Mishandled? How? Well, I just don't feel like it. And you're trying to force me to do it. Well, modern women will figure out any way not to do what they're supposed to be doing, but hold you to what you said you would do.
If a man is telling you that he values peace above all else, I want to let you know, not in every case, but in a lot of cases, what he means by that is finding a woman that is silently going to tolerate all of his disrespect.
No. So men like peace. And the reason that men like peace is because they want to be able to do what they need to do, which is to make their money, to put food on the table, to buy a home, to buy a car, to make sure that if they have like a woman that they really love and care about, that she's taken care of. And they need peace in order to do that, because when you add stress to that mix, then his job becomes really hard. When you add like just complaining, they're not looking for someone who's going to make their life harder. And by that, it's not that you're not entitled to an opinion or that, you know, you're expected to be a servant. It's that what they don't want is disrespect, complaining, constant nagging, constant stress, constant, you know, all the stuff, right?
You know what I've noticed? Women will leave a marriage because they are just unhappy. But men, they will stay through the years of attitude, rejection, and flat out disrespect, trying to hold on to the promise they made. And that's the difference. Women chase happiness, but men fight to keep commitment. And that might sting a little, but it's true. There is a big difference between being unhappy and being ungrateful. Unhappy can be worked on. It can be fixed with effort, communication, and humility. Ungrateful, that's when you stop seeing the good right in front of you. Sometimes it is not that your husband stopped trying. It's that you stopped noticing. You stopped thanking him. You stopped respecting him. You stopped showing him the love you expect back. And eventually, even the strongest man gets tired of being treated like he doesn't matter. Men do not usually give up fast. They give up quietly. And by the time they do, it's not because they stopped loving you. It's because they were done begging to be loved back. So before you say you are just unhappy, ask yourself, are you giving the same effort and respect you are asking for?
So I honestly think up until this point, modern women have been real clear about the stuff that they do and they don't want, right? Well, I don't want this part of tradition, but I do want this part of tradition over here. And consequently, it seems to always be the part of tradition that benefits you the most. Interesting. And they're dishonest about, well, you know, that's misogynistic. So what they do, knowing that they have to sacrifice, knowing that they would have to work and reciprocate, they just say, well, everything the man wants is misogynistic. So we can't, I mean, you wouldn't want to do that anyway because the patriarchy hurts you. Now I get it. I understand it. You talk about the patriarchy, talking about the system. There are some parts of the system that as a man, it hurts you too. Got it. Understand it. I agree. But why is it that nothing in the system that you want hurts you. When it comes to the stuff that you want, and it's a part of the patriarchy, it's a part of the old system, that's healthy. We need to keep on doing that. Those are the things that we need to keep. But when it comes to what a man wants, you see, it's just ingrained in you. You're a bad person. You can't do anything about it. We have to train you. We as a society, we as women have to train that up out of you. It's the patriarchy, man. You gotta get that out of you.
A person's loudest regret be sometimes them pretending or acting like they don't care, when in all reality, they still watch every little thing that you do. One of the hardest things to try to hide is missing someone that you know that you pushed away. It's easy for people to act unbothered, especially when their pride is bigger than their heart. The worst kind of regret is losing someone that you know was absolutely good to you. Imagine seeing someone that you lost become everything that you needed. I know that gotta hurt. People pride be so big that they will risk someone that they know that they'll never find again. Some people will laugh like they moved on, but deep down, when they're alone, they think about you. They'll pretend that they're happy without you, but until they actually see you happy without them. Pride to have people losing someone that their heart actually needed.
A lot of these modern women are going to have to understand that you're going to have to start taking some sort of accountability and facing some sort of consequence for your actions, right? A lot of these modern women get out here and they want to cut up, they want to act crazy, they want to do their thing, want to act silly. But then when the consequences come around, which by the way, whenever that happens, a man in a lot of these situations has to be accountable for the things that he's doing. But a woman, you hear from her, I'm just a girl. I didn't even know. I thought that, this would, I don't know what happened. But can you fix it as the man? No, I'm not going to continue to fix your problems. At some point in time, this is what men are looking for. At some point in time, I want you to see the error of your ways. Nobody is perfect. That much is true. But I want you to stop behaving in this pattern consistently, where you continue to put me in a bad spot. And I got to deal with your consequences because you were acting stupid. I'm not trying to disrespect you, but you went out there and ran your mouth. And now you want me to fight this guy. This guy's 6'3", 250. And you want me to go over there and get knocked out, get knocked over a bar, get knocked into an alcohol shelf or something like that. You want me to go out, man? Come on.
You ever see that girl who gets treated like a literal princess and you're like, how? And it's not even about her being the prettiest in the room, not the baddest body, not the perfect face. Yeah. But her man is obsessed, respectful, consistent, generous. Let me tell you the real reason. She expects that treatment. Yeah. Not in a spoiled way, in a self-worth way. She walks around like, of course I'm loved correctly, of course I'm chosen, of course I'm handled gently. Her energy is loud even when she's silent. And people don't treat you how you want, they treat you how you believe. Yeah. Because if deep down you feel like you have to beg for effort, you'll attract a man who makes you earn basic respect. If deep down you feel like you're lucky he's with you, you'll tolerate crumbs and call it a meal. And listen, looks can open doors, yes, but self-worth decides what you allow once you're inside. That's why you'll see women who are dropped gorgeous getting played and women who don't even try that hard getting adored. It's not magic, it's standards, it's boundaries. So if you want to be treated like the one, start believing you are the one before anybody else does.
Once again, a lot of these modern women, they don't really even know what they want. I want an alpha male, I want a man that's decisive, until you start to realize that the decisive man is a man that checks a couple of things, looks around at a couple of things, and he does what? He makes a decision. And so a lot of times he's just going ahead and moving. I want a man that takes initiative. You don't really even know what a man taking initiative looks like. You're not going to like it. You want too much control. And a man that's decisive like you want, that takes initiative like you want, that man beat and already moved. Whether it's right or whether it's wrong. Just let me know how it goes so the next time I can correct it. If it don't need to be corrected and you just nagging and you complaining, I don't want to hear that. But if it's something that I actually need to hear, I can stop and hear you out. That's how successful men are. That's how successful people are. If I need to stop and hear something and fix it, I can do that. But if you ain't ready to talk about nothing, shut up talking to me. Modern women get in the face of men that are decisive, of men that are moving. We're not talking about being, wealthy and having a lot of money. We're just talking about a man that makes decisions. I know this. I know where I need to go. And you stand in his way. What about this? What about that? Are you sure about this? Are you sure about that? And it drives a man up a wall because I can't get anywhere. I can't do anything. And at the end of the day, you're going to be complaining again about how we didn't get anywhere. But it'd be because of your mouth. You didn't be quiet when we said, okay, let's go over here. Let's do this. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if we should. A lot of modern women talk about what they like, and they really don't even know what they talk.
It's absolutely true that we are hunters, but we're living in a time and a dispensation where we're being hunted.
And men have options.
And so therefore, when a man is a hunter, but he's being hunted, he don't have to, I'm just being honest, he don't have to start pursuing and running and trying to follow hard after some because some is following hard after him. And so when so many things are following hard after him, he like, man, you gonna look desperate if you start following hard after. So what has happened is, because of the desperation of the woman, it's the truth of the matter, they've turned the man into, instead of him being the hunter, now he's being the hunted.
But
go ahead, Corinne, because this is
if he was interested, though, he would come out of that and pursue.
Still, he can be interested, but at the same time, like, man, she gonna get at me. And it's like, and then at the same time, here comes the next part. Bag me up, Ty. Tell me I'm wrong. You can stop me at any time. If he's dealt with a level of rejection and he's messed around and got some wins without having to pursue, you can best believe that they've turned the hunt off in him because he's been rejected. Am I right or wrong?
When Lisa, she's a volunteer and part-time staff in the organization that I ran, when she was called a frog farmer, my life flashed before me. Like I literally saw rows of frogs, like on a farm with human heads. And there was my ex-husband, and there were all my ex-boyfriends that lasted about 2 weeks at a time, because I thought that men were con artists. And I wanted to reveal the con before I fell for it. So I would poke them. I would deliberately antagonize them to see their real self before I got sucked in. And I got to see that antagonism actually brought out the worst in them. It didn't bring out their real self. It brought out their real instincts, their need to protect themselves from me, which is one of the worst things that we do with men, and it's something I hope we get to talk about. There's a hierarchy in what we pay attention to, and men and women both, we love being in a state of provide, of just wanting to give and able to give and provide what people need, and that's a happy place for most people. But when we're afraid, when we perceive a threat, when we feel under attack, we retract from giving to protecting, and we'll protect whatever we see as under attack.
You're not a bad woman. You're just tired. Tired of holding it all together, tired of trying to be everything to everybody, tired of being expected to be strong even on days your heart feels broken. Some days you show up with love, with grace, with patience, and somehow it still doesn't feel like it's enough. And other days you're overwhelmed, you snap, you shut down, then you go to bed feeling guilty for being human. But let me be clear about something. That does not make you a bad woman. It makes you a woman who's been carrying too much for too long, without enough space to just be. You're still healing from things that you never even had time to process, still managing pain that you've had to bury just to keep moving. Still making room for people who rarely ask if you're okay. You sacrifice, you stress, you pour from places that were already empty. And you keep doing it because love lives in you, because you care, because you know what it's like to feel unseen, and you never want to make somebody else feel like that. So don't confuse being selfless with disappearing. Don't confuse being needed with being valued. You deserve love that nurtures you, not just for what you do for others. You deserve softness. You deserve rest. You deserve to be held and not just leaned on. So no, you're not a bad woman. You're a powerful woman who's overdue for peace, grace, and a safe place to exhale. You don't have to earn your worth. You are worthy.
Men will do literally anything to avoid asking a question. You'd be like, I'm getting surgery tomorrow. And they'd be like, oh, cool. I had surgery once. Okay. What was your surgery? And then they'll tell you, and then they'll never ask you a question in your life.
There's something most women never get taught about how men experience love. For a grown man, respect and love are the exact same thing. Not similar, not connected, the same. When you feel loved, you feel chosen, valued, safe. When a man feels respected, he feels exactly the same way. And when you take that away from him, even in small moments, even without meaning to, something changes in him. You cannot belittle his decisions in front of others and expect him to open up to you in private. You cannot correct every little thing he does and then wonder why he stopped trying. You cannot speak to him with contempt and then ask why he feels emotionally distant. We demand unconditional love, but we offer highly conditional respect. Only when he agrees with us, only when he does things our way, only when he meets every standard we never bothered to communicate. A man will endure almost anything for a woman who genuinely honors him, but the second he feels like an ongoing joke in your life, his emotional walls go up permanently, not temporarily, permanently. You cannot nag a man into being a protector. If you want a strong masculine man to cherish you, you have to stop speaking to him like he is your misbehaving teenage son. Give him his respect back before it is too late.
Men saying, I've just decided altogether to avoid women, that it's better to be single guys. They're almost like happy about the fact that they're gonna make the choice to avoid the entire gender of women because they have yet to actually resolve the war they have within themselves.
So you gonna give it up to all the other men, but you gonna make your fiance wait? Yes.
Why you think he my fiance? Because he doesn't guilt trip me. He doesn't cross my boundaries. He has self-control.
You know, at the end of the day, I am a woman. Yes, girls like girls, but there's no gender roles. There's no dominant sub roles. I am a woman. So therefore, I have needs. Sometimes I need to be dumb. Sometimes I need to be submissive. I'm not talking about the bedroom. I'm talking about reality. Sure, I'm good with money. Sure, I'm good with finances. Sure, I'm good with life planning and stuff. But sometimes you don't want to take the lead for certain things. And it's freaking exhausting having to do every freaking thing, make every decision, even in the bedroom.
Single ladies in Nashville, this one is for you. I have a 6'7" bachelor. He's amazing. He's in his very early 50s. He's open to meeting someone 35 and above. He's divorced. He has 4 kids, 3 of which are grown and out of the house. He does have 1 teenager, has his graduate degree. He's a VP. He loves being out on the water. He loves all types of live music. He loves anything that is done world class. So if you are potentially a good fit for him or you know someone who's a fit for him, make sure to fill out a free profile using the link in my bio and share this with all of your single Nashville girlfriends.
So I'm 27 going on 28, and I get hit on primarily by men in their 40s and 50s, online and in real life, and hit me up. And my real concern is the men my own age. Who are they hitting on? Minors? What's going on here?
I'm going to say this as nicely as you can, but if you want to get hit on by men that are your age, take out the nose ring and don't expect to be hit on by them, because they most likely won't. Even if they're interested in you, they most likely will not hit on you in real life. And unfortunately, you got to just chalk that up to the consequences of many women before you.
It's not like it's a horrible thing to have high expectations. No. You should have high expectations as to who you want to be with. Why has this become a bad thing? You want someone who's healthy, who's is kind, who wants to take care of themselves, wants you to take care of themselves. Like, what? We should be on the same page about this. Yeah, she has high expectations because she probably a high expectation girl. Yeah. She looks hot too. So she wants you to look hot. Like, what are you complaining about? If you're complaining about it, then you're not one that she's going to go for. So sorry, buddy. You got to go for someone else.
A woman in her 30s who doesn't have romantic love, it's like the greatest tragedy ever. You know, poor Lisa never found romantic love, and now she's in her 40s and she has cats. What a tragedy. Guess what? Lisa's just fine. All of the research shows the following. Men need and benefit from relationships much more than women.
Women aren't scared of ending up single. They're scared of ending up drained in the wrong marriage. Men simply benefit from marriage way more than women do. This whole idea that she's the one that should be worried is so outdated. She's not the one who loses anything. Lisa and her cats are just fine. In fact, they're living a peaceful, stress-free life. Single women are thriving. Married women are exhausted.
Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I'm just so tired of being a strong, independent man. I just want a woman to come into my life and just take all the weight off my shoulders. I can't do this alone. I'm tired of being a strong, independent man. I'm tired of it. Like, I just want to be at home, cook and clean, and then when my woman gets off of work, I can just give her her meal, and she can just lay down while I rub her feet. I just want to be her housekeeper.
And there might be some women out there who would actually agree to that. But in general, hearing it from a man instead of a woman, because we're so used to hearing it from women, really puts into perspective how much we're asking of another person. And how a relationship like that these days might not be as feasible. Even the men out there that would want to provide may not be able to because everything is so freaking expensive. I think we need to stop shaming people if they cannot provide that type of lifestyle for somebody else. It's a big ask.
If they're trying to lock you in fast, it's not because you're special. It's because speed is the only way they don't get exposed. Anybody pushing intensity in the beginning, constant texting, future talking weeks, wanting all your time, isn't building a connection. Okay? They're controlling the pace so you don't question it. Because when things move slow, you start to notice patterns, inconsistency, emotional gaps, things that don't add up. But when it's fast, I'm gonna tell you, you don't have time to think, you just feel. And feeling is not clarity, all right? It's leverage. So they keep you in motion because motion creates what? Attachment. And attachment makes you ignore what you would have walked away from if you just slowed down. And here's the part that stings. You call it, oh God, this feels different, right? No, it feels intense. And intensity is the easiest thing in the world to fake when someone doesn't want to be fully seen. You know, the one who rushes you isn't afraid of losing you. They're afraid of you having enough time to realize you should.
Women want to by a man, not sleep with a child. So when you're in that energy where the woman feels like she has to mother you and you're just like, is it okay if we do, and you're not assertive with your boundaries and you're not decisive, you're not direct, you're just like this wavering, ungrounded thing, she will not trust in your masculinity or respect you or have any attraction towards you in the bedroom. Basically, you will not feel received by her in the bedroom when you are in this more feminine energy. Likewise, when a woman is not providing that nourishment to her man, it does not inspire him to step up and lead and want to provide for her and protect. Men connect with their partner and release through nourishment. Women connect with their partner and release through emotional safety. This is how we inspire each other to show up in the relationship in the way that satisfies both our needs. It's not just one person. Both channels have to be open in order for the energy to flow and create synergy.
Why the best dressed men don't follow trends. If it's trending now, it won't be timeless later. That's the problem with fashion. It's fleeting, it's noisy, and it's not how gentlemen dress. The best dressed men aren't obsessed with what's in. They're focused on what lasts. They build wardrobes, not costumes. They don't dress to impress, they dress to express. Because real style doesn't scream, it speaks. A navy blazer, a white button-down that fits like it was made for you, trousers that hit just right on your shoes. These aren't trends, these are foundations. The man who knows his personal style doesn't chase the next drop. He doesn't need logos to prove his worth. He invests in fewer, better things because he knows that he is the brand. And when you start dressing with intention, you stop asking, what's everyone else wearing? Instead, you ask, what feels like me? Trends fade, but personal style, that evolves. It deepens with age, gets sharper with experience. And it's the quiet confidence that tells the world you're not trying to be like someone else. You already know who you are. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to follow this account for daily insights to the modern gentleman.
How to date older women, part 1. I get a lot of messages from younger men who are usually in their 20s, early 20s, who are looking to date women who are 10, 15, 20 years older than them. I personally don't date under 28. Long stories. When my memoir comes out, you'll understand why that is. But I got a message today from this man, very respectful, very sincere, really wanting to know, where can I go to meet women who are open to dating younger men? So as an older woman, I am curious, as most of my audience here are men. I'm curious, 1, if you know of older women who have dated younger men. I'm talking like 10-ish plus years age gap. And 2, where do they meet them? There are apps like Field, for example, FEELD, where I've personally been on there and matched with younger men. Some have been successful, some not so much. But I would definitely encourage somebody to start there or start online, maybe following older women that you might be interested in. But I'd be open, like, share with this man. Like, he is looking for inspiration and help. So let's see what we can do for him.
Masculine men naturally fall for feminine women. So if you're not all the way feminine, if you're still fighting that, you need to find your feminine energy. And you definitely to create a feminine world, because that's what attracts masculine men. Do you understand? You just bought yourself roses? Wonderful. So if they see you buying yourself roses, they're not going to feel stupid for buying you roses if you buy yourself roses. If they see fresh roses on your counter every week, they're not going to feel stupid buying them. They're going to feel like they're contributing to what you like. They're not going to feel corny or like a simp, because in your world, men and yourself and anybody who deserves to be in your world brings flowers. You understand? You're going to start dressing really nice so he can start dressing really nice. Because in your world, people don't wear that crap that he got on. Or they don't wear basketball shorts and t-shirts in your world. They just don't. Right? That doesn't fit the script. You see? So keep yourself dressed up and dressed cute, so that if he wants to be considered part of your world, he has to dress the part. And you'll see him start to try to fit into your world. Remember that. And once you get them in, girl, once you get them into your world, that's when they start to fall. They got to be all the way in your world.
Since you guys are so curious about my marriage, I'm going to talk about it. These are the controversial rules in my marriage that some people hate, but they work for us. We live traditionally. My husband leads, I follow, and our marriage has never been stronger. Rule 1, he has the final say. Not because I'm weak, but because I trust his judgment. One leader means no chaos. Rule 2, I don't have to work. If I want to quit everything tomorrow, he would support me. What I choose to do is my freedom, not my burden. Rule 3, I protect the home. Cooking, cleaning, nurturing, creating peace. That is my power. A man cannot fight battles outside if his home feels like a battlefield itself. Rule 4, no opposite best friends, no secret DMs, no just friends with somebody who would date you if they had the chance. Loyalty is black and white. Rule 5, he pays the bills, I multiply the value. He provides financially, I turn what he provides into meals, memories, and a home worth living in. Rule 6, no clubbing or bar scenes without each other. Single life behavior does not belong in a committed marriage. Rule 7, no thirst traps online. If you ever see a risque photo of me, it's because my husband posted it himself and I reshared it. I'm not advertising for other men's attention. Rule 8, he protects me physically, I protect him emotionally. That's the masculine and feminine dynamic working in sync. Rule 9, divorce is never an option. We fix it, we fight for it, we don't quit when things get hard. Amen. Rule 10, is never a bargaining chip. It is not a weapon, it is a part of intimacy that keeps the bond alive. These rules might sound crazy to modern culture, but they work because we respect our roles. You don't have to agree, but don't knock what's working. If this makes you mad, ask yourself why. And if you get it, you know why traditional marriage is stronger than ever.
A lot of these modern women refuse to go 50-50. They refuse. I was listening to Stephen A. The other day, and I think he was doing an interview with him. I want to say Shannon Sharp, and he was talking about all of the things that he brought to the table. And he was like, man, if I'm walking in and I'm having to cook, after all of the things that I bring to the table, I'll take you out to eat. I'll take you out to eat. You know, I'll take you, and he started listing off the things that, yeah, I'll do that for you. But if I have to come in after doing all of that and cook, what do I need you for? And that's the thing a lot of men are asking. You don't have any money. I'm still going to ask the same question. If I have to go out there and bust my band, because the work's going to be the same. The work is going to be the same. If I have to go out there, I might not get paid as much as Stephen A. But I put in a lot. I might even put a lot more effort than Stephen A. He might be working in terms of mental. I might be working in terms of physical. The work that I do takes a physical toll on my body. And so if I'm putting my body on the line, he puts his mind on the line or whatever. If we're doing that, but in different ways, we're going to ask the same question. Because the sacrifice is going to be the same. The mental effort, the physical effort is going to be similar. And so I'm going to arrive as a man at the same conclusion. And that's going to be, what is it that you're bringing to the table? I'm telling you, they don't understand. You're going to run into that same question at every level. And the only difference between a man that you think is a lower level and the man that you think is a higher level is that man's going to sit there and look at you. Did I stutter? No.